Hi guys, so long time no baking video, forgive me my loves. So today I'm going to be baking a bento cake for my nephew. He turns one, so his big auntie is going to be baking cake for him, and these are the list of the ingredients I am going to be needing. So stay tuned guys, don't touch that down. Yeah, keep watching, don't go anywhere. So first off, I'm going to be adding my butter. I'm using 250 grams butter. I'm just going to put that in. Next, I'm going to be adding in half a cup of granulated sugar. So guys, it's advisable for you to mix your butter first before adding in your sugar. So you mix it a little. That makes it easier for you to mix when you add in your sugar. So one of the cons of not having a mixer while baking is you are going to whisk and whisk and whisk till your hands start to hurt. Because on this very day I was really tired and I felt very unmotivated. And you have to mix your butter till it turns pale yellow and it becomes very fluffy. That is to ensure that your cake comes out with the perfect texture and result. So as you can see, I was just switching positions to get a comfortable position that will for me to be able to mix properly. If you see me on that day, hi guys, I had mixed it and I had given up on mixing. I was totally tired, really. I was honestly tired of turning. So now I'm adding the eggs. Right? I'm going to put them in one after the other. And I'm going to mix. I won't put all four of them together, so it makes it easier for me to turn. So as I add it in, I'm going to turn it. Cracking the second egg. I'm just going to put that back. Mix again. So I've mixed the second egg and as you can see it looks creamy. I'm just going to add in the third egg. I'm putting 4 eggs in total. I'm going to do mixing the third egg. Mix still. Okay, mixing there. Which is the result of the third egg. And I think it gets more difficult to mix as you add in more eggs. So I'm just going to add in the fourth egg, the last egg actually. I'm going to mix once more till it looks combined. So this is the result of the fourth egg and honestly tired. So I'm going to introduce my flour, and this is my baking powder. Then I'm going to put in, this is half tablespoon. I'm just going to put that in. I'm going to properly. So I'm just going to, since I'm not using any milk, I'm just going to put in my all. I have my milk flavor. I'm just going to put that in just for that nice milky taste, right? Putting everything in and I'm going to mix that. So guys, this is what I have and it looks like The flour is too much. I don't know. It's doing like eba. It's doing like very soft eba. But then I'm still going to bake it like that. I will bake it like that and see how it turns out. So I'm going to be baking using my charcoal stove, and my charcoal is already hot, so I'm just going to cover it up. So this is progress. This is progress report after some time. I came to check my cake and oops! I don't know why. Yeah, I discovered that the cake was overflowing and pouring on the bottom of the pot. I think I overfilled the pan, so that was the problem. So this video is actually chaotic because I had to transfer it back to the gas because I discovered that was kind of slow and my fire went down. So it was smoking. That was because of the cake that had dropped on the bottom of the pot. So it was smoking, and at this point I just discovered that the cake was ready, and this is the result of the cake, right? And now it's time to mix the icing for the design of the cake. And so first off, I'm going to be sifting my icing sugar. That is to make sure that there are no lumps. If there are lumps, your icing wouldn't come out smooth. So I'm going to be using water, and I'm just going to mix that to combine together. So I can't really give you, I'm not going to list out the actual measurements of the ingredients I use. That is because I mix this icing sugar and water based on what my village people were telling me. I didn't measure. So I just mix it based on will I call it precision? Yeah. So but I was planning for a navy blue color, and I had to add in the color bit by bit just to be sure that I don't put too much color, because sometimes it can give a different color from what you really intend doing. And now I'm just putting in my icing on the cake. I'm supposed to be using my bad, right? I'm supposed to be using a cake stand, but I do not have a cake stand, so I'm just using this bread knife to put the icing on the cake. So I'm going to be using my what is this called? I think it's a scraper or what? I don't know. But then I'm going to be using it to try and smoothen the cake.